Hello, if you're watching this video, you need some tips on how to build better, so I'm here to do it. Let's say you're building a house of your wall, right? Like this. You built the wall, right? You think that looks like a mighty fine wall, so then you finish the rest of the house. Just gonna grab my, well, I'm not gonna use a door because I'm not actually gonna fill in any inside. Let's say you have a house like this. Excuse me, sir. And then you notice it doesn't look good at all. It just looks like a wooden box in the middle of nowhere. So, how are we gonna make this better? First tip is, well, don't have a door right there. Have the doors in a middle-ish area. And that will actually make it, since the brain likes asymmetrical, well, not asymmetrical, saying that the brain likes symmetrical things, it makes it look better in your brain when in reality it just looks the same. But it makes your brain think it looks better. Let's go to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is you need depth. Every Minecraft builder will say this once, twice, any big Minecraft YouTuber that you see, they talk about why you need depth in your builds. Also, texture packs don't make your house look better in any single way. In reality, they probably make your houses look worse sometimes. I'm using this really nice texture pack though. It doesn't really change anything. I'm waiting for it to turn daytime so I can record. I think my Minecraft just crashed. Nope, I just had a lag back. Well, anyways, so when I mean depth, think about this window depth. Instead of a window being like this, which still keeps it kind of flat, it keeps the flat surfaces, which is not something you want. You can try to break it up like this. It still looks kind of flat. Also, 2 high windows look better than a 1 high window. I'm sorry to everybody who thinks that 1 high windows are arcane. No, just make a double high window. Just do it. It looks 1,000,000% better. And another way to increase your depth is to add thickness. What does thickness mean? It's a frame. You need a frame for pretty much all of your builds. I used to not add frames, and my buildings did not look nearly as good as they do now. And also, I used to spend a lot less time on my builds, which is not something you want unless it's a server base. But this is an entirely made survival build. Well, it's not entirely made survival. It's a build that you can make in survival. I meant because I is stupid. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep the rollout, and boom, we have a nice, beautiful house. But you can increase the height of the house once more if you are doing a type of frame that I'm doing, which makes it not look correct. And the glass comes on top of it, which is not the best thing to have because it just makes it look all weird and wonky, which is really not something that you want when you're building. So instead of having that, you should have something like that. This. Doesn't that look just slightly better? So let's just copy this on all sides. I'm also going to be making a command block video soon, so whoop-de-doo, I'm going to teaching y'all how to, the basics of command blocks, like how to teleport and all that. And how to make a permanent ban system if you don't want to ban somebody, but you want to have like a semi-ban system, and you just don't want to ban them, like a temp ban, not a server-side ban, but a temp ban. I'll be showing that in the next video. So, anyways, you've been thinking, what type of roof are we gonna have? Most people are gonna have a roof like this if they're new to Minecraft, but just look at this. It just makes the roof look kind of flat and ugly, which isn't something you want. Remember how I keep saying you don't want something flat and ugly. You want a beautiful build. You want to make the depth of the house really come out. So basically what you're gonna grab stairs, slabs, whatever you want. But to never have the same color of the floor in the house. I'm gonna change the color of the house in a bit. But something that makes the house look so much better is this. This type of roofing. Doesn't that look good? Here, I'll finish it. I'll finish off the frame of the roof for y'all, and like that. That looks nice. Doesn't it? It looks simple. You've probably seen this before. And I know a lot of people are coming into Minecraft and they're new and they want to test out building and how to learn it. That's why I'm making this video. It's educational to new Minecraft players, and we're just gonna make this go across here. Boom, oh, yep, boom, boom, bang, pow, skid about, boom, bang, oh, wait, bang. Now down here, we can fix that, and boom, that looks like a nice little house. We can add a little window here, like this. Wait, oh, stairs put in the right way. This is just like purely like, you're not gonna be up here unless like you want to. But that looks like a quite nice house. I mean, unless you want a type of house. Oh, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. That's good. That looks like a really good window. You would probably see this in a typical European or an American old cottage looking house, which is kind of the theme I'm trying to go for. I am going to continue this series with different types of builds. So like, modern, which is definitely a late game type of build. This is probably like one of the early game builds that you can make in your survival world, or it's probably the easiest one to follow. But it's not really following. If you copy my design on this house, which it's a really common type of house, I've probably not. This is probably not an original type of house, but just note that you have to have it symmetrical. If it's not symmetrical, your brain's not gonna like it. Because that's how the brains work. That's how the human brain works. They like symmetrical things. They like things that look the same on both sides, and that's kind of what you have to go for. The same on both sides. Yep. No, that doesn't look good. That looks pretty good, in my opinion. Now we're just gonna follow this up with this side. Sorry that this part's taking so long, and I'm just showing off how hard it is to build a roof. So it's not really hard, it's just time consuming. In survival mode, it might take you a while because you can't fly out like how you can in creative mode. And I think this looks pretty good so far. Let's just finish it off with the roof. Oh wait, what are you doing here, Mr. Block? Mr. Block, no, Mr. Block. And let's just finish it off right around here. Can I get the lining up perfectly? Yes, I can. Now these are some pretty beginner tips. Now why did I grab slabs? Because you can do slabs around here, like right there and stuff. But since I'm not gonna do like an abandoned version of it, I'm not really gonna do that. And you can tell that this house still looks somewhat flat. It looks nice, but it looks flat still, so you're gonna want to change that out. So how do you fix a flat house? Number one, grab some bushes, says Krause a lot of the time, or leaves if you don't know who Krause is. Grab any type of leaves, specifically probably the one that matches the biome that you're in. If it's a desert, I don't know why you would be building this type of house in the desert. I'm just sorry. Why would you try to build this type of house in the desert? That's like some like little shrubbery around. Little shrubbery, and then you can grab a fence. You don't actually have to grab this to do this, but this is just a little building that some pros know that will definitely make your building look fancy. Make it look it'll make it look pretty fancy. And boom, doesn't that just break away the flatness of this side of the house? I think it really does. Now if you really want to, you can get some moss, and then you can just put it on the floor. You can get some moss carpet for texturizing it, all grass, but this this step might take a bit. So simply grab some moss. Do it like this. Remember, the brain likes asymmetrical things. Not asymmetrical. I'm sorry. My brain's fried right now. Just your brain likes symmetrical things, and your brain also likes blending. So stuff into its environment. So that looks good, in my opinion. So now we're gonna come over here, and you might be thinking, what else do we have to do over here? You can add some framework to these sides of houses. It's not necessarily needed, but wait, let me just keep trying to do this. That wasn't good. I think that looks alright, in my opinion. If I can friends block, I can maybe look at just make it look slightly better. Yeah, that really makes it very 3D model-ish. It adds some depth to it. If you don't want to do the bushes strategy, this is what you can do if you don't want to do the bushes strategy. But the bushes is recommended due to how nice of a strategy it is. Thank you, Kraus, for I think it was Gran or some early Minecraft builders. So now what are we gonna do on this flat wall? We can't add another window because that would just on the inside that would not look nice, but it would look symmetrical. Let me try this. Does this look nice from the inside? Alright, it looks decent. We'll keep it. We'll keep it for now. And since our brain likes symmetrical things, and our brain not really likes things that aren't symmetrical, which is weird. I don't know why. I think it's something to do with our brain, most likely. And if you really want, you can use colored glass. Not too colored, but you have to have a certain color. You have to have a certain color palette, like this. Maybe so we can break up the roof with. Okay, I might get some oak fence. Where you at, oak fence? Oak fence right here. I will be making a part 2 of this to be able to explain more into 2. I don't think y'all want to watch a very long Minecraft video. I'll just do that. Does it look better? I think it does because it matches the bottom. It's symmetricality. The types of wood match, but the final part is what we're going to explore next. Also, if you ever are you ever making a house out of brick, just note birch floors look pretty nice in a brick house. Oh, sorry for that. My stomach croak. Does it look better? I think it looks better. And now let's talk about the inside. Minecraft, stay day. I'm recording, please. So, when you're building on the inside of your house, what are some tips? So, here we go. And these are beginner tips. Next video, I'm going to actually have a different house that I'm going to be building, because these are some pretty beginner tips. You can make a house like this, but these types of houses aren't really that nice, but they're okay. So, you're going to want, so in the house, you don't have to be symmetrical. It's just a simple house layout. We can have a little frame right there, or a chest, get some potted flowers. Okay, that looks good. A little potted flower. Oh, pretty beautiful. And you want to grab your chest. Don't copy the inside, but you can. It's just that this is what I think would be inside of a house. Furnace would. I don't think a furnace would really fit in this type of house. I think a fireplace would, but I didn't build a fireplace. I could have built a fireplace right here. I mean, I can build a fireplace up here, but that would just have to require a bigger house, because I don't feel like making a very compact house. I just don't like the way it feels. So we're gonna have our furnaces right over here, symmetricality, like I always say. And then what you really want to have is something that you can look nice. Something that's pleasing to your eye. Well, we can do a little table like this, which looks like a little nice table. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like a little table. I don't know what's near a furnace. Or you want your little thing right here, and you can have your chest for your cabinets up here. Get some trap doors, maybe trap doors. Wait a minute. Let's do that. Okay, chain. A little chain if you want. I know it's like mid-game mining, but you probably have chain stuff. Yeah, boom. That is a building tutorial done right. It goes through an entire walkthrough of how to build, and if you want, you can pause it right here, rewind the video, and whatever you want to do, and just, yeah. You can also copy this house and build it for yourself. Now, it is a pretty nice house, I would say, but all in all, this video was pretty good, and I just want to say thank y'all. Thank you very much, and goodbye.